Everybody's against me. Leave Brittany alone.
So
I'm surprised. That didn't pop you.
sorry, I'm trying. I'm like, it's 2,200 for Art, his club, his garbage bag of tricks for the back piece, his taunt, and the skin for his weapon, right?
Okay.
And really, the only things that I want are like the taunt and the skin.
Okay.
Okay, just buying the skin and the taunt.
Fuck this
Those are
shit. Yeah, you can buy everything just as one.
yeah. I
Fucking.
don't. I'm not going to use the gun skin. I don't care about the bag of tricks.
But tricks are for kids.
Well, I mean, it's a garbage bag.
Hi there,
He, are,
Hi there, Georgie.
hey, Georgie.
You got Prince Albert in a can? Yeah, you do. You better let him out. Oh, shit. Shit, 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 shit.
I just like I really thought I'd had myself prepared for this day and that it wouldn't bother me,
On this day.
but like it bothers me.
It bothers me. Bothers me a lot. And that one's still green. Ah, they just put Ninja Gaiden 4. Can't play it yet. Can't play it because it's on fucking. It's on Game Pass, but it's on the expensive Game Pass. It's on the newer Xbox.
I got Art the Clown running around with a Power Ranger medallion on his back and Saba.
You know, like you do.
Because if there's one thing Art the Clown needs, it's
Is Jungle Boy thinking that he's a man?
oh I don't know, I'm not watching AEW.
When do you ever watch AEW?
I mean, never.
No. Oh, wait. Hey, listen. I am live. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Why the hell is someone coming out looking like Princess Jasmine? Okay, I got a better question. Why is Penelope Ford dressed up as Harley Quinn?
Excuse me.
She got faker. They're not gonna les out. Megan Bain is not Poison Ivy.
Jesus.
Who's gonna les out?
Megan Bain and Penelope Ford because they're dressed up as Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn.
And they're about to les out. I'd watch that.
I mean, listen, I actually know Penelope Ford. Is it ironic that Joey banged both of them? Hun?
I mean, in my
Is
opinion,
it
that means I
ironic
got
that Joey banged both of them?
Yeah.
in my
Janela
mind.
bought Penelope Ford her new tits and is now banging Megan Bain.
Look, all I'm saying is that tells me I got a chance.
I mean, you might have to turn full brony.
My little brony, Apocalypse brony.
And now we have fat ass and trying to be dark, but is still a cheerleader at heart.
Who are we talking about?
Sky Blue and Julia Hart. That needs to be a thing. Guess the wrestler by a bad description.
Can we make that a thing on the show?
Sure. Sure. We'll do that on the show.
I think that's a funny thing for the show.
Just most outlandish fucking. See, you're not gonna get this joke, but Australian cheesecake and dark chocolate.
Australian cheesecake and dark chocolate.
Yeah. It's a tag team, women's tag team.
Okay. So I'm assuming one of them's German, yeah.
No, one's Australian.
And the other?
Is from New York.
I mean, okay, yeah, sure.
Haley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. So, a backstory on the cheesecake bit. So, at a show where it was Lady Frost, oh no, it was Scarlett versus Haley Cameron. Cameron wasn't even signed by AEW yet. She had pretty much a G-string going on, and a guy next to us is going, "God damn it, there's a lot of cheesecake in that ring." Just talking about their ass.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
But I think the kids just call it cake.
Yeah, but she's whiter than white, so.
Okay, so it's white cake.
All right, now here's the next one. Oh God, African princess and 70s Austin Powers female.
Elizabeth Hurley?
No, wrestler.
Tessa Blanchard?
That's 70s. Who? Redhead.
Christy Hemme.
No, different redhead. Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter and Queen Amistad. I don't even know how to pronounce her actual fucking name. It's like just Queen something. But she's like, literally her gimmick's like African princess. It's a Warner Brothers match, so it's they're all dressed up as like DC or Warner Brothers villains or heroes.
Right.
So Willow and Haley Cameron are dressed up as Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician Girl.
Okay.
Sky Blue is dressed up as Katana. Julia Hart is dressed up as like the Riddler. Megan Bain and Penelope Ford are Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and then the other two are just themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. As in the words of Night at the Roxbury, there's some good ass grabbing going on there.
There's some good ass grabbing going on. Did you touch my ass?
I can't do that from Pismo Beach. Hold on, we'll start in twos. Actually, we've been starting, so fuck it. We've been live. Love you. Love you. Have a good night.
Oh.
Alright. Oh, dude, we've been live for the last 10 minutes. So that's the pre-show. Show. Yay!
Hey.
Apparently, this is a fatal four-way or a four-way tag match with 8 women to give the next AEW Women's Tag Championship. Because, you know, they need more belts.
I mean, that's exactly what they need. They can't need less belts.
Well, you know what that means, though? It's another belt for Mercedes Ultimo Monet to take.
Oh, fuck Mercedes Monet. I'm just going to go ahead and say this, and I don't give a fuck. The only reason she's got 12 fucking belts is because she tells these promoters if they don't give her the fucking belt she's not showing her, it's going to cost them a fuck ton of money for her to put somebody else over. She's a fucking carny.
She wants a foot long or a hand jigger.
She's like, fuck them hot dogs and handshakes. Bend over and get fucked by Mercedes Monet.
Bend over and get pegged there. Oh, yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim, motherfucker.
That's what she calls it when she bites on it.
Let's not talk about that.
Ow. I mean, there is proof of that, unfortunately.
But say, man, look, this is about to become a real uncomfortable conversation for both of us. Talk about that.
Makes a whole new meaning to Beetlejuice.
Oh, you dude, you don't want to have this conversation.
Make you screaming like Jungle Boy.
I mean, if that's what you think, sure.
We'll go with that. No Lorena Bobbitt.
That. Just go with that, okay? There's no way you should ever tell a chick to just like stick it in her cheek and treat it like Big League Chew.
If you do, that's a whole different kink that I don't need to know about. That's...
Well, you didn't want to have this conversation, Ron. But you just had to keep going.
Well, you know what this show does? It pushes it over the edge until we can't come back from it.
I mean, we're talking about boner biting right now, my man.
I mean, listen. It could be worse. It could be sounding.
Period. What?
It could be sounding.
I mean, if you're down for sticking fucking metal tubes up your pee hole, go right ahead.
Ugh, just as long as it doesn't have spikes on it.
Well, no, apparently it does. I know somebody that's into that shit, though, for real.
That's... Ow!
I know, dude. Like, okay, so this is going to sound kind of weird, but like, he's got this whole set, and he was like, here, check this out. And I was like, what is this? And he's like, that's a sounding set. And I was just like, have you used all these? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. And I was just like, okay, well, first off, like, they were all in a bag. Like, I wasn't taking them out and fucking looking at them and using them as microphones and shit.
And second of all, I just had to sterilize all my hand after that.
But, like, dude, there were some of them that were, like, I was just like, wow, do you pee peanut butter?
Oh.
Like, that fucking thing is the size of a number 2 pencil.
Have you ever seen the no panic button?
No, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist in that world.
Well, he makes a sounding tool for somebody, and it is the... You know what? I can't even describe it. I'll send you the video. It's bigger than a number 2 pencil, though.
Like, I know a feller. Same feller that's into that who had possibly the worst freak out of his life.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Did something fall out?
No, apparently it fell down and they thought they lost it.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. So, you're saying that his P. Diddy'd?
I mean, that seems to be the consensus. I didn't ask because it's not polite. But it was also not polite for him to be like, hey, I thought I lost this fucking giant metal rod down my dick hole.
Yeah. And segueing from that, I just sent you a video on Facebook of the Wienermobile getting stuck in a tunnel.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, that takes a whole new meaning to saying it didn't quite fit.
And then like I saw that video and I'm just like, ha, that's funny.
Wait. Fucking. Well, that is interesting. So, apparently today, NWA Power aired.
Okay.
Aaron Stevens is now back to being heel.
Really?
Yep. By the way, how weird is it to know that Aaron Stevens is still fucking wrestling?
I mean, I'm making this dude watch me fuck his car up on Fortnite. Sorry.
I mean, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, welcome to the betting window on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, F and Ronnie, and with me, as always,
Some fucking retard called Captain Stuntcock.
yeah, if you just joined us during the pre-show, I'm sorry. Not really.
It's your own fucking fault.
Uh, but this is the betting window. We are a sports betting / sports news podcast where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in that world of sports and sports betting, as well as pop culture. On tonight's show, we will be diving really deep into college football because we're almost more than halfway through. We got about 4 more games left in the season for teams. Our picks, obviously, as well as other news to talk about. You want to start with the small little bit of news that the NFL just dropped that we talked about earlier?
I mean, you can.
So, all right. So, the NFL has doubled down on the Super Bowl halftime show and saying they will not get rid of Bad Bunny as the headliner. And do I say, good. Double down. That's perfectly fine. I have no issue with them saying, no, this is the guy we picked. We're not changing. Because why should they? Like, in all honesty, why should they change?
Right.
Like, oh, well, places like Turning Point are doing their own halftime show. Okay. Guess what? I remember back in the 90s when no one would watch the halftime show. They were watching Halftime Heat. They were watching Celebrity Deathmatch. There was other things going on during the halftime show that people watched.
Yeah.
So, if that's the case with this, then hey, guess what? Then that's going to happen. Granted,
Yeah.
I've also seen the fact that this is a straight up money grab with Bad Bunny, but that's a different issue.
It is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, good on Goodell for putting his foot down and sticking with it.
Right.
All right, so it's official. The World Series has officially been set.
Okay, what do we got?
The LA Dodgers, shocking, take on the Toronto Blue Jays. The Dodgers are heavily favored. At minus 265 to win the series and go back-to-back world champions. And on the back end, Toronto Blue Jays are plus 2.25. Let me see something. World Series awards. Shohei Ohtani is your MVP favorite right now at plus 140. Vlad Guerrero is plus 500. Those are probably your best bets. But if you think Shohei is going to win it, then you just take Shohei. Because that's what I think too. I think the Dodgers are freaking taking this. I don't give Toronto a chance. I think Toronto's gonna lose in 5. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 5.
I mean, especially if Soto has another game like he did in Game 4 to make it to the World Series, or Game 3, sorry. Oh no, sorry, it was Game 4. I mean, did you hear about this? What he did? He pitched this night. Casually went 6 innings, struck out 10 with no runs. Oh, and then decided to go on to the going to at bat and going 3 for 3 with 3 home runs.
Damn. Okay.
So there's 2 questions I have with this. Is that the greatest sporting achievement in your opinion?
What
Shohei did. Is that the greatest sporting achievement, like, ever? In all sports. And hello, Christian.
What's up?
Nothing. Just
I don't
talking
know.
about Shohei.
I
What
don't
about
know.
him?
Is what he did in Game 4 the greatest, like, athletic stat line of all time, like, in any sport? Like, is that up there with Wilt's 100? He went 6 innings, struck out 10, and went 3 for 3 with 3 home runs.
It's the best thing I've seen on a baseball field. I'll tell you that much.
Like, it is one of the greatest feats in baseball history. That I agree with.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best things in sports. And you know who really would have said something about this if he was still with us? Kobe.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the tweet that Kobe would have put out?
I mean, did you see Sanders' reaction?
Who, Dion?
Yeah.
Nah, what'd he say?
He said nothing. He just started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Dion just literally started laughing during the press conference. He goes, he did what? Nope. Done. Now. Oh, God. Hold on. Talk amongst yourself, Christian.
What's up, Ryan?
How much, buddy? What's up?
Nothing. How's nephew?
Wonderful.
Yeah. And I preview your guys on Friday.
How do you?
I do. No, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'll say a little more about the Steelers, but I will admit to you, I'm a little concerned about them.
Why is that?
Because I was asked a question the other day, right,
Okay.
about them, about do I think, you know, they could be a contender in the playoffs, like when playoff time comes around. And look, there's no denying it. They are gonna win this division with flying colors. Like Baltimore is 1-5. Cincinnati still has questions across the board, right? And Cleveland, they're paying 8 quarterbacks. the thing that concerns me about the Steelers is outside of DK Metcalf, they don't have another wide receiver who's consistent and who can create down the field.
You're welcome.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. God damn it, Ultimo Monet. She's
Don't
actually
do
gonna
it.
start. She's actually gonna start calling herself that now.
Gross.
Yeah, you can have fun with that, Ryan. But no, but then the other question is that I've been hearing this throughout the radios, like throughout radio, is people are calling Shohei one of the greatest athletes of all time. Like one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I see. What's funny is of our generation, yeah, we're never going to see anything like that again. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like Shohei again in our generation. But better than someone like a Tony Gwynn, a Ted Williams. Like I don't know. Because in all honesty, we haven't seen anything like Shohei since Babe Ruth. You can't really...
Yeah.
You can't really put... like. You can't really put them in the same category.
No.
That's true.
Like, yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. If Shohei pitched like that at the beginning of the year, I would have loved to see what his numbers would have been next to Paul Skeens. Because
I mean, Shohei Ohtani is the best player in baseball, and it's not even close.
but yeah. Yeah, in our generation, yeah. Right now, yes. But I've heard people say that he's the best ever.
No, I'm not going that far.
And I'm like, that's hard.
the-
I can understand the argument, but he's not like, I'm sorry, as a hitter, I'm still putting Ichiro or Tony Gwynn better than him.
Look, the best baseball player I've ever seen with my own two eyes is Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I don't see teams trying to intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani. You feared Barry Bonds. Wasn't Barry intentionally walked like over 100 times?
I will give you his exact numbers. He holds, let's put it this way. The record for intentional walks is Bonds, and second is not even close. Like, he has been walked close to, I want to say it's like 1,000 times. Like 1,000 intentional walks. Find
That's
it.
fucking great.
Here we go. Intentional walks. So, base on balls. In 22 seasons, he was put on 2,558 times in his entire career. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons of over 100 walks or more. He has one season, get ready for this, and this is the record. All right, let's play Price is Right. In 2004, he has the record for most walks. What do you think the number of walks were in 2004?
It had to be over 100.
It's over 100, I'll give you that.
I'll say at least 150.
Ryan?
140.
Christian's closest without going over, but you're way off too. It's 232.
Wow.
The next on that was 2002 with 198. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
And I want to say intentional walks was 120 in 2004. Like, that right there is terrifying. He had 120 intentional walks. Like, Bonds as a hitter, like, he was intimidating beyond all hell. But at the same time, too, a guy like, I'll say it, like a guy like Ichiro or Tony Gwynn was completely different than Barry Bonds. Where they killed you in paper cuts. Where Bonds just teed that ball off. Like, if I had to do a Mount Rushmore, it's like Bond, Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Tony Gwynn, Ricky Henderson, and Ichiro. Because no matter what, when those guys got up, it was with their glove, it was with their bat, or it was on the base pass. They weren't, as much as they didn't hit for power, they didn't have to be flashy.
True.
Because everyone, you'll say, oh, well, people will say, oh, well, they played the game correctly. Well, no, it's not even playing the game correctly. They just knew their role when it came to playing the sport. Ichiro, though, not Ichiro, sorry. Shohei, I think Shohei has to show it more than 2 seasons.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is the best.
This is the best second season he's had on when it comes to his bat.
To me, yeah. But, he hasn't really been all that great in the playoffs, if we're being real.
This is the first playoff that he's actually been solid.
Yeah. Because, look, if he does struggle, everyone's going to say, oh, well, look what he did in Game 4 against Milwaukee.
I mean, let's face it, though. When it came to time push or shove, when it came to the Dodgers winning, Kiki Hernandez actually showed up more than Shohei last year.
Yeah.
And so did Freddie. Like, Freddie Freeman showed up more. He showed out more. Especially Game 1.
Don't mention don't mention that name to me.
I mean, Game 1, that was rough.
No, don't mention that name to me.
I'll tell you one. You ready for a disappointing?
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Don't mention that name to me.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Boston or Philly can't even score 60 fucking points in 3 quarters.
Oh, they're playing each other?
Yeah. 61-66, and it's 6 minutes left in the third.
Oh, that means defense is being played.
What defense? Everybody's injured for both teams.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, fucking God.
Fucking, there's no talent on either one of the teams. They're rebuilding this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks are up, though. Yay.
He said, yay.
It's 1 game, so yay. And we only have Brunson and Cat on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. The Shohei thing, it's interesting to hear people talk about it, but I think the big question is okay, what is he going to do when it comes to pitching? This is the first time when
is he scheduled to pitch in any of these World Series games?
He pitched Game 4, so he's either pitching Game 4 or Game 3.
Who's going to Game 1 for the Dodgers?
You know what? Let me see if probably
Kershaw.
World Series scheduled pitching order. Here we go. Dodgers named starters for 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Here we go. Snell will start Friday and Yamamoto for game 2.
Okay.
So then you're probably going to get Kershaw 3, Shohei 4, back in LA.
Yeah, I can see that.
You
I'm
gotta.
actually kind of looking forward to this.
I don't think it's getting back. I don't think it's going back to Toronto.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's going to be at least 5. And so does Ryan. Ryan thinks that too.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Let me see. Series spread. This. Hold on. Let me. Can you? I actually guess. Correct score. Dodgers 4-1. Plus 310. So 3-1 to the game for it to end in 5. And the Dodgers win. I mean, that's a definite. I think that, like I said, I think that's going to easily end in 5. I think you'll get they'll win a game in LA and then they'll take it in 5.
I can see the Dodgers winning. I could see Toronto winning 1.
You got to think Toronto's got to take 1 at home.
Yeah, for sure.
If they don't take 1 at home, it might be a sweep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you have no idea the pain this is putting me through. The team that kicked our ass last year against the team that kicked our ass this year.
It's, in all honesty, I want to see I want to see the ratings for this. Because how many people are going to tune in just to watch Shohei?
Right.
And they're going to be staying up really late because when it comes down to it, you're looking at 10 o'clock West Coast and 9 o'clock up in California. Or not California, up in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, no matter what, the East Coast kind of gets fucked. But, I mean, we'll see. That's for damn sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Is there any... No, that's not real. That's really it for baseball. That's college football. I mean, we could start going into college football because, I mean, right now the big news is everything going on in the group of 5. Because it's very light work. It's very light amount of games. There's a lot of teams that are off this week. So you're not going to get a huge set of games, but it's really going to be, the eyes are going to be on the group of 5 for it. I mean, shit. What, for the American Conference, you have a 3-way tie at the top between Navy, South Florida, and Tulane. South Florida and Memphis go at it, so Memphis has a chance of getting back into it.
Yeah.
I mean, Conference USA is the weirdest one. Fucking Kennesaw State is in the lead. And the only reason Kennesaw State's even remotely fucking hilarious about it is because Braun Breaker used to play there. Versus, hey Ryan, you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
So the team that's also 3-0 next to Kennesaw State is Jacksonville State.
Okay.
So, Breaker, Steiner, played for Kennesaw. He was a running back for Kennesaw. By the way, just think about that for a second. That big motherfucker in pads as a running back. In Jacksonville State, where Scott Steiner's son is a wide receiver. we might get a Steiner Bowl for the Conference USA. But, I mean, right now the Hilltoppers are still in it. So it's technically another three-way fucking dance for Conference USA. The fucking MAC is at a three-way tie between Buffalo, Miami of Ohio, and Western Michigan. The Mountain West is in all sorts of shams. The fucking Boise and San Diego State are undefeated right now, next to Hawaii. Christian, the Rainbow Warriors are 6-2.
I'm supposed to care?
Yeah, actually, because a team in Hawaii is going bowling, and they have a good chance. They're 10-1 to win the Mountain West.
Mm-hmm.
They can easily make the Mountain West title game, the conference game, and go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Because they placed, actually, they got San Diego State at home on the island, who's undefeated, so they have to play that. And they're at UNLV in Vegas, which is an indoor game, which they can beat UNLV. Next to San Jose State and Wyoming.
Right.
And Wyoming's on the island. So that's what, they could go 8-2? Or 9-2?
Mm-hmm.
No, they would 10-2. Yeah, you go all the time, Christian, but I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This actually does mean shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, why are you a homer?
Mm-hmm.
No, answer the question. Why are you a homer? Because God forbid, we like to talk about the group of five and shit actually mean like teams that actually need to get in, and all you want to talk about is Alabama.
No, I don't, actually. Because you're the only motherfucker that likes Hawaii. I don't even like Hawaiian Punch.
You do know we have listeners in Hawaii, right?
Ain't nobody care.
I'm going to hand that one off to my partner.
I mean, they care.
Okay. Jesus, I can't even troll without someone giving me shit. The fuck?
No. Because it's one thing to troll, but it's another thing to just shit on the whole. A, if it's a bit, or B, it's like something that's actually interesting. Hawaii is never this good.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they're third in the Mountain West and have a fighting chance to make the title game. And don't get me wrong, they ain't gonna make the CFP. It's gonna be fucking either Memphis or South Florida, which is the next game that's being played. Because I don't think Boise State ain't fucking making it. They're 5-2.
No, they're not. They're not.
No,
They're not making.
And Boise State still has to play. Where they got? They still got to play at Utah State. They still got to play San Diego State, which that's an elimination game right there. I mean, the joke used to be, hey, bet the over in a Hawaii game. Now actually bet on Hawaii. They're actually good. And then Sunbelt, it's the Sunbelt's a whole fucking sham too, because Coastal Carolina's creeping in. Marshall's 2-1 out of nowhere. James Madison's 4-0 to try to dip, but then you got a two-way tie at 3-0 for the West, and Southern Mississippi and Troy at 3-0. Like, we have 4 to 5 games left in college football, and there's no clear-cut winners anywhere. And then stack on top of that, Vanderbilt has a shot to make the fucking SEC title game. Like, what fucking timeline are we on?
I don't know. I think we jumped timelines in 2019.
To a COVID timeline?
Yeah, I think that was the universe trying to itself. I think the Super Collider exploded that day.
I mean, Diego Pavia has got a fighting chance for fucking Heisman. Which actually, what is the Heisman number for him? Because we can talk about that real quick too. Because I like Pavia as the front runner to win the Heisman. Because
Nah, he's not the front runner to win it right now.
it's Fernando. Here's the four. Because Pavia's 4. Then Julian Sayin is 4-1. Ty Simpson's 3. And Fernando Mendoza both 30 plus 320.
Nah, I think Ty Simpson is the favorite. He's beat 4 ranked SEC opponents,
Okay, but hold on. Okay, go ahead.
including Vandy.
Okay, let's play this out. Vanderbilt wins out. They get to the SEC title game because you got to think A&M or Bama might take a loss coming up. One of them. Say it's A&M. If Vanderbilt beats Alabama, is that game right there, the SEC title game, if that becomes the title game, is that your whoever wins that game is the Heisman?
It's possible, but I just like what Ty is doing. Ty snapped a 33-game home winning streak in Athens. Like, that's more Heisman worthy to me than anything that Diego Pavia has done this year. And I'm not taking anything away from Diego Pavia. I'm going to actually get the chance to watch him play this weekend against Missouri. But nah, I mean, Ty Simpson, he no relation. He beat Vandy in a head-to-head game. Then they go into Missouri, come away with that, and then look at what they just did in the third Saturday in October against what's it called? Against
Tennessee.
Against Tennessee. Like, that's 4 wins against 4 ranked opponents in the SEC. But to me, he became the front runner to me when he beat Georgia. Do you know how tough it is to go into Sanford in Athens at night with 93,000 fans? And he didn't look phased or unbothered by anything. There's always that one Heisman moment, and in this instance, Ty has had 4 of them. Plus, I look at it like an MVP. I really don't think Alabama would be in this position right now if Ty Simpson weren't doing what he's doing. Not saying the same.
I was gonna say, where would Vandy be if it wasn't for Pavia?
About to say, you ain't let me finish, motherfucker. But not to say that can't be applied for where Vandy would be without Diego Pavia, but you look at the numbers. I mean, what Ty Simpson is doing, he's playing, in my opinion, he's playing the best football at the position of quarterback in America right now.
So, all right, here's the rest. So, let's just say this. Here's the rest of Vandy's schedule. So, yeah, they lost to Bama there, but they still have Missouri, Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Missouri, Texas ranked, Tennessee's ranked. Auburn, who the hell knows what Auburn's going to be? Kentucky, they ain't going to be ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky, honestly, is probably going to be looking for a new head coach after this year if they keep this up. They're 0-4 in conference and 2-4. Stoops might be getting fired.
I think they're gonna beat Texas because Texas has severely underachieved this year, and dare I say it, I think they were a better team with Quinn Ewers.
I think Manning needs some more seasoning. I think
I agree.
I think Texas. I hate saying it. I think being in Texas might be a detriment to him. Because they're putting it all on him. I think, honestly, I hate saying it, but I think he might need to figure out a way to try to transfer out.
Yeah.
But they're not. He's not going to do that. I think Texas is not a good spot for him. But like you look at like if they go 10-2, they're in the college football playoff.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, like you're saying, oh, a 3-loss team. It depends on how that loss is.
Nah, they're not putting a 3-loss team in. They ain't done it, and they're not going to. Maybe if they expand it to 16 teams, then we have a possibility. But I just don't see it.
Oh. I mean, even if they, like I said, I don't think they're. Spoiler. We're getting to our picks when we get to this. Mizzou, they're gonna. I think they're gonna dog walk the shit out of Mizzou.
I don't know about that.
It's in Texas. The next game is in Texas. Or they get a bye first, then Texas. Oh no, they don't. They got Texas first. That's gonna be a tough game because it's in Texas, and then the end of the year in Tennessee. I mean, that is a rivalry game beyond all rivalry games. But then you get Auburn and Kentucky at home. You need to beat you. If they win the next 4, even if they lose to Tennessee, I think they get in clearly. I think they get in maybe at a lower rate what they would be now, but I think they're in. Which I'll like I said, I'll bang that drum all freaking day. When fucking Pavia stepped up, Vandy was on that list, and boy, not looking so crazy now saying that Vandy wasn't going to make the CFP.
That still don't mean you know shit.
I said this in fucking July.
Ryan, I said what I said. That still don't mean he knows shit.
I mean,
You got to give credit where credit's due. I said this in July during Media Week.
Mm-hmm.
During SEC Media Week. I fucking called this shit. It's funny. Oh, it's surprising that Vandy's doing this. I'm not shocked. And who they would have in the first round of the college football playoff would be interesting. They would have Georgia Tech.
Interesting.
That would be... You want to talk about a fucking under? You want to talk about an under game? That would be Georgia Tech and Vandy. Because those two, like, that's old school freaking run the ball.
Yeah.
And as of this right now... Notre Dame would be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that they're gonna be fine. They're gonna get in.
Well, they got to play. Who they got? They still have Navy. They still have Hughes, Pitt, and Stanford. They have to. Boston College is gonna be tough too. They got to go to Boston College.
Yeah, that has trap game written all over it. To me, that could be the game that does them in. But nah, I said it after they started 0-2. They're gonna win out.
I mean, what saves them is their home against Navy. It's a true home game for Notre Dame. It's not in the Meadowlands or anything like that. So they got that. They're lucky there. It's not the Pinstripe Bowl again, or not the Pinstripe Bowl. It's the the Shamrock. What was it? Classic, whatever they called it.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, before we dive into it, Ryan, did you want to talk any hockey?
no, not at the moment.
Okay, because I was gonna say there's 2 undefeated teams right now still. One's the Knights. I don't know what the other one is. They haven't taken an official loss yet. But the Devils keep winning.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, and the Rangers keep losing. Okay, I gotta look more into this. Apparently, the NHL canceled the Olympic send-off. It doesn't say why. I gotta do a little more research in this. This is interesting, though, that they just canceled something last minute. All right, let's dive into. I guess let's talk about the rankings for college football, and and teams that have got knocked out. USC, Memphis. By the way, congratulations to Mort's. To I think was it Charlie Mortensen?
Alex Mortensen.
Yeah, but Charlie's son.
You mean Chris Mortensen?
Chris, thank you, Chris, for his son's first win with UAB after Trent Dilfer got the fucking fired. Utah's knocked out and Nebraska's knocked out. Matt Rule is not going to be in Nebraska long. He'll probably go to Penn State. But number 25, and what a shock here. It's Michigan back at the top. It's back on the top 25.
Yeah, that was actually the best I've seen them look all year long. I mean, they were physical at the point of attack defensively. They established that running game, but Bryce Underwood finally looked comfortable.
Yeah, well, they got Sparty this week, so let's see how that rivalry game goes. Number 24, Arizona State. Shocking, because they beat Texas Tech. Yeah, not a shock. Number 20.
You gotta give Kenny all the credit.
Yep. 23, Illinois. Okay. Number 22, Texas. 21, Cincinnati. Cool, you went up 3 spots after beating Oklahoma State. Congratulations. Number 20, LSU. Down 10 spots after losing to Vandy. Number 19, Louisville. After beating Miami. Don't worry, anyone that's a Miami fan, you're still in good shape.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball.
Cristobal dropped the ball.
Yeah, I thought they were past this, but I've been saying it all year. If you get good, what version of Carson Beck are you going to get? And for most of the year, they've had good Carson, but on Friday night against Louisville.
That loss, though, wasn't Carson Beck. That's on the coach.
Yeah, but he threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, but Cristobal is due for one fuck up a game or a season, and this was it. I thought it would have came in the playoffs, but it's going to be this. I mean, do we need to relive the Georgia Tech game? Where they, yeah. Number 18, South Florida. I mean, South Florida is right now your group of 5 nod to the playoffs. Number 17, down 6 spots, Tennessee. Number 16, Virginia. Number 15, Mizzou. Number 14, Texas Tech. Number 13, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma. Number 12, Notre Dame. Number 11, BYU. Number 10, Vanderbilt. Number 9, the U, Miami. Number 8, Ole Miss. Number 7, the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. Number 6, after putting an embarrassing whooping on Rutgers for total yardage of 750 yards, Dan Lanning in Oregon.
Yeah, you knew they were angry.
Yeah, which, honest to God, Dan Lanning didn't need to. Dan Lanning it's the AP poll. They didn't need to go off that hard. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, flea flickers, it's like, ugh. I left in the third fucking quarter. That's how bad it was. Georgia at 5. Alabama at 4. Texas A&M at 3. Indiana at 2. And number 1, the Ohio State.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the first two. But me personally, look, what Texas A&M has done has been good, but I think Alabama right now, they're the best team in the SEC because a healthy Jam Miller, he makes all the difference for Alabama. What James Cook is to the Buffalo Bills, that's what Jam Miller is to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So that's number 1, right? Number 2, they're dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. You know, their defense, they're finishing plays. They get off the field on third down. You know, they play with a lot of gap integrity and lane discipline. They finish tackles. They go from sideline to sideline. They're covering in the secondary in the back end. So, you know, there's that. But most importantly, the two most important things I think that factor into this. One, like I mentioned, you know, Ty Simpson is playing some of the best football at the most important position right now in America. And you know, most importantly, I think Kalen DeBoer has finally found his footing in Tuscaloosa. It's tough coming into the SEC, and last year, yeah, they won 8 games, but the gold standard for Alabama is pretty much what they're doing now, or no losses at that. All Kalen has to do now is just focus on being the Alabama Crimson Tide head coach. He doesn't have to worry about being the successor to Nick Saban or trying to do what it was that Nick Saban did because he's not that coach.
So here's the thing. When it comes to Alabama, I can't put any stamp of approval on them yet. Just because they're 6-1, Florida State, it's the beginning of the year, I'm not going to judge on that. But they beat UNL Monroe 73-0. That's chump change. They should be beating them by that. Wisconsin is not a good team this year, by any means by any means. Then you get the SEC play. Okay, they beat Georgia by 3. Beat Vandy by 16, but in reality, that's a 7-point game. If they didn't score the last play, pretty much the last play of the game, that score's a lot tighter. That's not a margin win. I can't give it to them. They beat Missouri by 3. And their last game they played was the only game where you could actually look at how they played and actually be like, oh, they won by margin. They escaped with 3 wins.
Wins are wins.
Wins are wins. But to sit there, to turn around and say, oh, Alabama's playing their best, I can't say that yet. Because I think Texas A&M, their only scapegoat win is against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
And granted, they're not any better. They've played cupcakes too. Alabama this week's got South Carolina. Yeah, okay. People will turn around and say, "Oh, well, it's at the Gamecocks." No, South Carolina sucks. And then they got home games against LSU and Oklahoma. Like they got the easy schedule this year. The second half of this season. The hardest game is going to be the Iron Bowl going into Jordan O'Hare. Because you know as well as anybody else that Auburn would love to upset the apple cart. But I don't know. I can't put Alabama on there. I can't even put A&M on there. I really think Georgia's better than both of them.
No, they aren't, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to stop you right there. Georgia just they hit that. They feel like they're almost like the Chiefs and the Eagles in a way, to the point where they can hit the switch and just play their best football, right? Because they did this against Tennessee. And yeah, they came back, but at one point they were down 21-0. You're the better team. There's no way you should have been in that position whatsoever. It caught up to them against Alabama, where they got off to a slow start. They could never get in the game, never get back in that game. I don't even think they had the lead in that game. Then against Auburn, you're down for most of the first half. And then you come away with 20 unanswered against Ole Miss on Saturday. Ole Miss did the same thing that Tennessee did, and that's the simple fact of having the door slightly cracked, but not closing it completely on them. When you play a team like Georgia and you have them down, you got to close the door on them, and they didn't. And the thing about Georgia is their defense isn't where I thought it was. Like at the beginning of the year, they were strong, but they can be had. Their secondary is a little bit younger. They really don't have the pass rush that they've had in years past. One thing I will say is they are absolutely fantastic against the run. That much I will give them. But right now, I think Alabama is better than Georgia. And if they were to play in the SEC championship, I would give Alabama the nod.
Ryan, do you had any opinion? Right?
He's muted.
Oh, Jesus.
No opinion.
No opinion. All right, well, with that, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't care about paying for fucking bullshit. All right, so there's only 10 games to pick from this week, because in all honesty, there's not a lot of good games. And 4 of the 7 games that we normally pick are on buys. So let's kick this off with Temple taking on Tulsa. Temple is a 5.5-point favorite. Temple wins, they go bowling. So is Temple going bowling?
They're going bowling.
Christian, what do you think?
Yeah, I like Temple.
Yeah, I agree. I think Temple right now by margin, they are the best team in the nation right now against the spread. So they play any game close, they're turning into the Arizona Cardinals. All right, South Florida taking on Memphis. This game now means a whole lot more after the loss against the Battle for the Bones with UAB. That loss against UAB. The winner of this pretty much has had the front as the beeline to possibly get into the group of 5. I as of right now, I can't see anybody else. It's in Memphis, but I think USF comes out. I think South Florida beats them.
This is who?
South Florida, Memphis.
I like Memphis.
Yeah, I like Memphis in this one.
Okay. Rutgers travels out to Indiana to take on Purdue. Rutgers is a 1.5-point favorite. Listen, if Rutgers loses to Purdue, get ready for the whole coaching change. But not with Shiano. They're going to fire their defensive coordinator because, God forbid, they didn't do jack or shit against Oregon. With that being said, I think they're going to beat Purdue like the world's largest fucking drum. Give me Rutgers.
Sure, Rutgers.
Ain't nobody care.
You know what? Just to be a dick, I'm going to give you Purdue.
Yeah, you can do that. What an asshole.
Oh, dude, people need to want to know the picks. Like I said, though, if Rutgers loses this game, the defensive
But
coordinator
I don't see
fired.
them. I don't see them losing this game.
No, neither do I. But Purdue shouldn't win this game. I think Rutgers going in needs this. They need to win the next, pretty much win 3 out of the next games, because if they don't, well, they ain't going bowling. And that would be the first time in 4 years that they would miss a bowl game. So, all right, next rivalry game: Michigan taking on Michigan State. I believe this one's the Battle of Paul Bunyan's axe. Is that what the trophy's called? I think so. This is in Sparty. Yeah. Sorry, as much as Sparty's there, Michigan State likes to fuck shit up. Michigan's a 14-point favorite, but give me Michigan.
Yeah, I like Michigan. I think they're going to continue. I think they're going to continue the path that they're on right now. Lots of Justice Haynes, Bryce Underwood still figuring it out, and then the defense handles the rest.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with Christian.
Okay. If I can remember this off the top of my head, I believe this is the battle over the Sunflower Trophy? K-State versus Kansas?
Yeah.
It's in Kansas. KU is a 2.5-point favorite. Listen, Kansas State has been awful this year. Give me Jayhawks.
I'm with you.
Fuck the Jayhawks, which means you're still taking the Jayhawks.
Yeah, but fuck the dream, man.
Yeah, no, I get that. The Mad Hatter ain't walking through that door anytime soon. Old Miss versus Boomer Sooner. Oklahoma's a 5.5-point favorite. Listen, Mateer, when he went up against Texas, played like he had a broken hand. Which, I mean, he went 6. He was coming off of less than 2 months away from hand surgery. He's still going to be having that air. I guess he still has that air cast on. But I think Lane Kiffin's going to be coming and gunning for him. Give me the Rebel. Give me Ole Miss.
I'll take Ole Miss.
Yeah, I previewed this one on the site yesterday. And, you know, the matchup I'm looking forward to is the Ole Miss offensive line against this stingy front of the Oklahoma Sooners, right? This is another big road game for them. And Trinidad Chambliss, he hasn't really played in a lot of these true road games. Last week was his first. Can Ole Miss get Keywan Lacey going? You know, I think he's going to be the key for the Rebels in that ground attack, that running game. And if they can get him going, guess what that does? That opens the offense up a little bit more. You can use play action. You can use RPO. Trinidad can do things on the perimeter with his feet. Then I look at Oklahoma, and I'll be the first to tell you, John Mateer shouldn't have played in that game in Red River. Like, he shouldn't have. He looked awful in that game. But they're gonna simplify things. They're gonna run the football, kind of have John be game manager. You know, if this game were in Oxford, I'd probably lean Ole Miss, but it's in Norman. I think that defense is gonna come ready to play. You know, I think Danny Stutzman, I think he's going to be the spy against Trinidad. Yeah, I like Oklahoma. I just think that defense is going to be too much for Ole Miss.
Okay. Right, next. Well, that's pretty much the main event. College game day. Mizzou taking on Vandy in Knoxville. Christian, you are previewing this. Give me a solid, give me a solid 30 on this. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah,
give me a 30-second review.
I'm looking at this matchup, man. You know, I had the chance to watch Ahmad Hardy play a couple weeks ago, and Alabama shut him down, and he's going up against another solid run defense of the Vanderbilt Commodores. You know, it's an interesting quarterback matchup. What's Missouri's quarterback's name again?
Missouri?
Yeah, I just could never pronounce his name.
Actually, that's a good question. I'll find it. Keep going. I'll get it for you.
Yeah, but you know, this Vandy offense, they can bang with the best of them. I mean, they can run it, they can throw it, and it's anchored by who else than Diego Pavia. Had the chance to watch him play a couple weeks ago in Tuscaloosa. And yeah, nah, this is gonna be a fun one.
It's BU
Bo like
Pribella, Pribella,
Probella something. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But
Pribula.
yeah, but nah, this is actually this is actually a really interesting quarterback matchup. I want to see what Vandy does against Ahmad. They're probably going to bottle him up and put this game in the hands of the quarterback. I previewed this one on Saturday.
Ryan, what are you taking?
Between?
Are you taking your state or are you taking Diego Pavia? Mizzou versus Vandy.
You really have to ask that question? Give me Vandy.
All right. Again, I will bang this drum all fucking day. Vandy is home. That is the key thing. If this was in Mizzou, I think this game would be a little tighter. Diego will slow this game down. Mizzou's going to want to air this out and be quick about it. Vandy's defense has been on fucking point. Pavia has a chance to do something that hasn't been done, I don't know when, if ever, Vandy has had someone go to New York. He's going to go to New York as a finalist for Heisman. He keeps this up, he will win the Heisman. Give me Vanderbilt and Diego fucking Diego. Just bang fucking Mizzou like a steel drum. Just beat the living shit out of them.
Yep.
Just because Mizzou is yellow and black does not make them the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Correct.
Anchor down, baby. All right. Texas A&M goes into Death Valley to take on LSU. A&M is a 2.5-point road favorite. Big mistake. Because I think Nussmeier is saving a performance for this game. Give me the Tigers of LSU.
Damn, whose dildo was that?
Christian, who you taking? LSU or A&M?
Jesus Christ, that distracted the shit out of me. Wait, this is who?
A&M, LSU.
Oh, I like Texas A&M. I just don't like what I'm seeing from LSU. I mean, they're far from the team that they were in week one and earlier in the year. They haven't looked right since that Florida game. Yeah, I like Texas A&M.
Yeah. Ryan, what about you?
I'm going to take A&M.
All right. Illinois goes cross country to take on Washington. Washington's a 4.5-point favorite. Central and East Coast have hard time going west. Give me Washington. I think Washington wins this game and covers at the 4.5. Ryan? Illinois, Washington.
Yeah, give me Washington.
Christian?
This is who?
Illinois, Washington.
Where's it at?
Washington.
Yeah, definitely. The Huskies.
And finally, because I had to round out a nightcap, Colorado takes on Utah. Utah's a 13.5-point favorite. Does Utah bounce back after the Holy War? I think they do too, and by a lot. I think they blow out and win by margin. Rye?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. All right, those are our picks for college football. There's, like I said, honestly, other than betting wise, there is not a lot of college games that are like, if you're looking to bet these games, there's a whole lot of different, like, just that alone, like there's storylines that you can talk about for days. When it comes to just, hey, pick this game, it's a lot of blowouts. There's going to be a lot of blowouts. Like biggest upset game might be FAU, Florida Atlantic, being dogs against Navy, because Florida Atlantic can pass the ball, and I think Navy has such a tough secondary that I think FAU can take care of them and actually win by a decent amount. They're 5-1 as a dog. I think they win straight up.
Okay.
But yeah, in all honesty, just to pick that game straight up, it's hard to pick that game straight up. You see the money on it, it's nicer. But all right, going into the NFL. Okay, I have one thing to talk about before we get into this, and I gotta bring pretty much somebody out on the fucking rug. And that would have to be the head owner of the New York Jets.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Jerry Jones. Not Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones. Yeah, that's Cowboys. Johnson & Johnson. Fucking Jesus tap dancing fucking Christ. So, if you've been listening, not just to the show, but if you've been paying attention to NFL, the Jets have been struggling to figure out who's going to be their starting quarterback because they pretty much benched Justin Fields. Now it's come out that Tyrod Taylor has a possible knee injury. So he is day-to-day. Woody Johnson comes out and starts talking about how we would be moving forward if he could just complete a pass. Hey, Woody, you're the owner of the Jets. Shit or get off the pot, sell the team, or shut the fuck up. You're the same fucking guy who didn't want to get Jerry Jeudy because your son said he had a shitty fucking Madden rating. So maybe don't talk about how Justin Fields is not the guy because of how he's playing, when you could have easily gone to, every other fucking place and could have actually built a team if you didn't listen to Peyton Manning and hire Adam Gase. If you didn't go to England because of Donald Trump and actually kept the ownership and didn't give it to your brother, Chris Johnson. Meanwhile, at that time, then also hiring Robert Saleh, who lost the locker room within 30 fucking seconds. Doing your due diligence on who you will have as GM so they can actually draft a quarterback correctly, because you haven't drafted a quarterback that's a franchise quarterback ever, because God forbid the last franchise quarterback the Jets ever fucking had was Chad motherfucking Pennington. Meanwhile, you traded him to Miami, who then knocked you out of the fucking playoffs to get into the playoffs in 2001. So you know what, Woody? Shut the fuck up, pay the money, and fuck off.
Yeah.
I tried telling you they wouldn't be shit this year. But
No. Justin Fields, up to 2 weeks ago, was actually playing good football.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, when they went off into London, Justin Fields stopped knowing how to play football. He got happy feet all of a sudden. When the defense started playing good, he got inept. Because, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, I'm sorry. Like we've said, the Jets are 4 points away from being 3-4. And it has nothing to do with Fields. Like, Fields actually was fine. Fields was never playing that bad. The last 2 weeks, he's just been playing complete dog shit. And he doesn't care now. He got his money. He's going to just fucking want to leave. Because you guaranteed him $40 million for 2 years, $20 million a year, and he doesn't care. He got his money and just doesn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Now the Jets look like they're going to have the number 1 pick overall. And if I'm the New York Jets, I trade the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
I trade the first pick for a fucking haul. And set yourself up for pretty much rebuilding the whole team. I think you should trade Breece Hall too.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'm sorry too. Here's the other thing too. Breece Hall. Oh, Breece Hall's an amazing running back. The dude was I don't know. Is that football they use fucking coated in bacon grease? Because I've never seen Breece Hall fumble the ball so any more times than he has this year. And fine, I really hope Garrett Wilson doesn't come back this year. I hope the injury's not too bad, and I hope he kind of milks it so he doesn't come back until towards the end of the year. Because if they're not going to... Right now, the season's lost, so what's the fucking point of him coming out and getting hurt? Worse than it is now. Like, start playing your young guys, see if you can get something going. The offensive line was complete dog shit this year, and everyone's like, oh, well, you didn't have one guy. Yeah, one guy shouldn't be fucking up a line. And Vera Tucker is a guard. It's not like it's a left tackle. You trade that first pick if you're the Jets, and you get 4 picks back for it. Hell, you know who you should trade it to? Trade it to Dallas for their picks. Dallas has 4 first-round picks over the next 2 years. But, because you need something. And I think next year is the better quarterback class anyway.
Yeah, it is.
And that's not even because Arch is coming out. I think there's better players. I mean, unless you want to... If you can... I'll say this. If he's sitting there in the 5th round or 4th round, if I'm the Jets, what would shock you if they took Pavia? In, say, like, the 5th round.
Hey, you never know.
Because
it's the draft. You got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah, because he's not going to be one of those guys that he's not, even if he wins the Heisman, he's not a first-round pick.
Nah, he's not.
He's 3rd, 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
He is the perfect system quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, take it for what it is. I mean, that should be interesting. But yeah, no, Woody needs to shut the fuck up. Honestly, Trump needs to send him back to fucking England so he can fucking ship the team off to somebody else. So, but yeah. Rant's over. Ryan has absolutely been waiting for that.
I really have.
Did it live up to what you were expecting?
I'm disappointed.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, fuck off. All right. So shall we get into the picks for week week 8?
Yeah.
Thursday night football. The Vikings take on the Chargers. Chargers are a 3.5-point favorite. I really think, can LA come back after the embarrassment they took against Indiana? I think this game's going to be a lot tighter. I think the Chargers win, but I don't think they cover. I think this game's a 3-point win.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I want to see how the Chargers come out because, they were pushed around and they haven't been that same team since that 3-0 start. You thought, they were going to, I don't want to say run away with the division, but you thought they were going to make some noise, and they rolled their helmets over against the Giants in East Rutherford. The Commanders come in there and take their lunch money. They barely escape the Miami Dolphins, and yeah, the Colts just came in there and punched them in the mouth. But I trust Justin Herbert a lot more than I do Carson Wentz. I'm taking the Chargers.
Right?
Chargers.
Go Chargers. Okay. Give me one. Rye, while I'm doing this, did you want to pull up your DraftKings?
Yeah.
All right. Sunday. All right. The Dolphins take on the Falcons. Falcons are a 7.5-point win. Yeah, very funny, Atlanta. That across the board for everybody, or is someone taking Miami?
No, I like Atlanta.
Yeah, give me Atlanta.
All right. Jets, Bengals. I can't definitively say this until I know who the quarterback is. If it's Fields, it's Cincinnati. Hands down. Cincinnati's a 6.5-point favorite. If this is Tyrod, I think this game's a lot closer than it needs to be than it should, because Tyrod can actually move the ball down the field. So for right now, as of right now, since he's day-to-day, it looks like Fields is starting. Give me Cincy.
Yeah, I like the Bengals. There's nothing I like that the Jets are doing.
Right? Cincinnati?
Yeah, what about him?
No, I'm saying, you're taking Cincy over the Jets?
Yep.
All right. Cleveland takes on the Patriots. Patriots are 6.5-point favorite. Again, Cleveland, Gabriel needs to show me something, but I think New England's too good right now. Give me the Pats.
Yeah, I like the way the Patriots are rolling. Drake May, he's playing with a confidence and an exuberance that the rest of his teammates are feeding off of right now. I mean, he is completing passes at such a high level. The defense, they're handling their business. Yeah, Mike Vrabel, he's brought the toughness and the swagger back to Foxborough. And yeah, New England is just a far more superior team.
Right?
New England?
Okay. All right. Chicago taking on the Ravens. Baltimore's a 6.5-point favorite. Yeah, no, because Lamar right now has not practiced. He probably will not be playing in this game. If that is the case, give me Chicago. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, if Lamar plays, I'm taking Baltimore.
Yeah, it's all questionable right now. As of right now, he's not playing.
Yeah, but right now, if it's right now at this moment, it's the Bears for me.
Yeah, this game's in pencil.
This game really is a coin flip. I like what the Bears have done. Someone tonight asked me, what did I think about the Bears so far? And it just seems like the team is following Caleb Williams as he leads. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, with these young quarterbacks, they lose head coaches and they have to learn a whole new regime and a whole new system offensively. Remember, Matt Eberflus got fired. They didn't bring back the guy that replaced. Eberflus last year. So he's in his third system. He hasn't even completed his second full year. Let that sink in.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rye, you going Chicago or you going Baltimore?
I'm in Chicago.
Okay. The 49ers take on the Texans. This is fucking Houston's a 1.5 point favorite, but guess what? If Houston plays like they did against Seattle, which let's face it, no one on the East Coast stayed up to watch, San Francisco's going to take care of them all day. Give me San Fran.
Yep.
Yeah, I like San Francisco. This Houston offense is a problem. I don't think Joe Mixon is coming back
No.
this year, and they miss him and they miss his presence. He does so many of the important things for this Houston offense. It's not just impacting the stat sheet. He can run the ball out the backfield. He can tote carries. He can catch the ball out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? But he picks up blockers. He does a lot of the dirty work. And this Houston offensive line, they're not protecting consistently enough. Yeah, I like the 49ers.
Right? You said San Fran, right? This game, honestly, let's quick hit this because I don't think anyone's going to give a shit. Tampa Bay taking on the Saints. I need to see who's on the injury report for Tampa as of right this second. If everyone's hurt still, I'm taking New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Nah, I think Tampa bounces back. They were embarrassed last week at the hand.
The only ones that would be playing on that team would be Mbuka.
Yeah.
Because Evans and Godwin are still hurt.
Yeah, well, Mike Evans probably isn't playing the rest of this year.
No, and yeah, because I was going to say, he got a broken collarbone.
Yeah.
All right, Christian, quick 30 seconds. Cowboys, Broncos. Denver's a 3.5 point favorite. Go.
Yeah, I look at Denver, and, man, you talk about a thrill. What a game that was. But what version of Denver's offense shows up? To me, that's what's separating Denver, but they're 5-2. Sunday was the best I saw the Cowboys play all season long. They're running the ball. You can't blame Dak for any of these issues that the Cowboys are having, but that's the easy thing for everyone to do is blame the quarterback when the defense isn't playing well. No, this should be fun. I think this has a chance to be one of the more entertaining and exciting games of Week 8. I preview this one tomorrow. Be on the lookout.
Your comeback player of the year. He's playing like an MVP. Give me Dak. Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Because, I mean, how he's playing, he should be really in the conversation for MVP. And he's 20-1 to win MVP. And the reason is that is because the recognition of their record doesn't show his playing. But he'll probably win comeback player of the year, even though that probably should be going to Daniel Jones. Speaking of a laugher and Daniel Jones, the Colts taking on the Titans. The Colts are going to freaking take care of them.
Yeah, give me the Colts.
Yeah, I like the Colts, but they can't look ahead.
Nope.
Because they have two really big games coming up. I think those games are going to tell us a little bit more about who the Colts really are. Because after this week, they go to Pittsburgh. And then after Pittsburgh, I think they have a showdown with Kansas City.
Yep. Speaking of Pittsburgh, next game, Sunday Night Football, Packers-Steelers. Christian, you're doing 30 seconds. Go.
Yeah, Green Bay, I don't want to say they've come back down to reality, but they haven't looked as good as they did coming out the gates. Yeah, they sat Jacoby Jones 6 times on Sunday against Arizona, but they also gave up plays on a 3rd and 14 and a 3rd and 23, which is completely unacceptable. Um, the Steelers, I was telling Ryan, they don't really scare me. Do I think they win the AFC North? Yeah, with flying colors. But the reason why I don't take them seriously is because after DK Metcalf, who else do the Steelers have that can create down the field more consistently? That to me is the biggest question mark. I preview this one on Friday. Be on the lookout.
I think Pittsburgh is going to come out ready to play, but I think that defensive Green Bay is going to show up, and when it comes down to it, the defense usually wins the game and go Pack go. Okay. And Ryan, I already know you're taking Pittsburgh. Monday Night Football, the Commies take on the Chiefs. Kansas City is a 12.5-point favorite. Listen, as of right now, Commodores are going to have, oh, God damn it, the backup quarterback in Mariota is going to be running the offense. Yeah, that's laughable. Give me the Chiefs. Ryan, I know you don't want to say it, but give me the Chiefs. I'm going to give you the Chiefs. Because you're not taking Washington, are you?
I don't know. This is a piss break game.
Yeah, it's a Monday night. Watch Raw instead. But with that being said, those are our picks. That is the week. That is everything leading up to it. Is there any other things we want to dive into while we're on? Probably not, because there's nothing really else to talk about.
3 players that are going to score the most touchdowns this week.
Oh, that's right.
Starting on
3. So what are we looking at? We're looking at
Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Jersey. Well, the Jets. The Jersey Jets, Cincinnati.
Oh, we didn't even talk about. That's a game I could. Wait, hold on. We missed 2 games. I'm sorry. We completely missed 2 games. Giants, Philly. Philly's a 7.5-point favorite. The Eagles get their win back?
Yep.
Yeah. Because Jalen Carter's probably playing. That's the difference maker right there. And it seems like I've been saying this all season long. This could be the game where Saquon gets his.
Yeah. And then Buffalo versus Carolina. Buffalo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This kind of has trap game written all over it. I know Bryce Young more than likely isn't going to play because I think he has that high ankle sprain. Andy Dalton's going to come in. But, Buffalo can't look ahead because they have a huge game next weekend against Kansas City. I like Buffalo. I think the bye week is going to do them right. Yeah, I like the Bills. Get back to feeding James, cook the football. Stop putting everything on the plate of Josh Allen because when he does, he crumbles. But yeah, I think I could see Keon Coleman having a pretty good game, and that could be an interesting matchup on the perimeter. Keon Coleman versus J.C. Horn. I don't know if Carolina has an answer for Khalil Shakir, but yeah, I like Buffalo.
All right. Right. What did you want again? It was who do you think is going to score the most touchdowns?
3 players that are going to score the most touchdowns.
Jamar Chase.
Okay, who else?
Who do you think, Christian? Do you want to go Brown or do you want to go Saquon? Is it receiving or just touchdowns in general?
Touchdowns, not receiving.
So it can be either or.
All right, what's this about?
Who do you think is going to score the most touchdowns? 3 players that are going to score the most touchdowns. I'm saying Jamar Chase is going to be one of them.
Interesting. No, all right, I'm trying to think. Wow. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I'll say Saquon. So I just think he's due for a big game.
Okay, so Saquon Barkley.
Who else?
I'm trying to see who's got a shitty. If I had to guess, I would say Drake London. Christian, you think Drake London?
I could see it because, this could be a scrimmage for the Atlanta Falcons. Miami, I'm still trying to, with Atlanta, when they all have it going. I'm talking about Bijan Robinson, I'm talking about Drake London, and I'm talking about Kyle Pitts. What's the focal point when you play the Atlanta Falcons? Who are you trying to eliminate right away? Bijan. So I can see Miami loading that box, and that's going to create those one-on-ones on the outside for Drake London.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's it, right? I think those are your guys.
All right.
Is that it, or we got any more?
That's it for me.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. If you like what you heard, please follow us on all social media accounts under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
At Daily Blitz _61. Got another episode of Monday Evening Quarterback coming your way. Ronnie, did you put that on TikTok yet?
It's going up as we speak.
All right, let me know so that way I can share it.
Yep.
And still solo again on Sunday?
Yeah, go for the. Just keep going for that from right now, and I'll tell you when I get on when I'm good to go.
All right.
All right, Ryan.
Yeah.
Twitter.
At Stuncock STL.
And you can join us back here on the network for video games and pop culture, where we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that, and all of pop culture. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please tell your friends. If you didn't,
Go fuck yourself.
tell your enemies. But until then, always remind them 3 things. 1, Bobby Bonivi's still getting paid. 2, there is always a teachable moment. And yes, I said there was 3, but there is no more third, because that's just a fact of life. Yeah.